Hello guys and welcome to Hog Finance. In the previous video I have demonstrated why I believe that the price is going to be trading in the $5,000 to $8,000 range sometime in 2025. And you can go back to that video and basically see all the logic for that. However, today's video I want to bring your attention to some lower time frame structures and what I think is going to be happening in the near future, and well, the path that Bitcoin is quite likely to take towards this buy area. So first of all, I would like to explain to you that there are various types of corrective structures. Now, for those of you that trade Elliott Wave know about this, but regardless, I'm gonna explain something to you here. So let's say this is Bitcoin, well, we're at what I'm expecting for it to do. And this is the corrective structure, with the low being this buy area. Currently, we are doing like so. And from this point, there are various ways that the price can go to reach this zone. It can either go straight down, it can either go to the high and then go down, or it can make a new high and then do a flush. So what is most likely at this point in time? Now I'm going to tell you that it's going to be the new high. That's the highest probability point right now for a number of reasons. So first of all, we've got this parallel channel. It's basically showing us very good symmetry, not only in the channel but also in the extensions. So we've got a 1-to-1 extension here, we've got this symmetrical channel, and well, the price is just spending a lot of time up here. Another aspect is we've got fibs. So as you can see, we've got the golden ratio right up here. Now again, these are all retail things, and in retail terms this indicates a crash, so, or at least a correction, some kind of retracement from the zone. It's like a resistance. What this tells me is that it's more likely to break upwards, and the thing is that given the ratio of this channel, the break upwards would bring us close to the all-time high, and that in itself brings its own probability for another move higher. Now generally it's around like one third of the move, usually in log scale. So that places it around here. This would be the maximum where the price can go before the big flush to the buy area. And I think it's fairly possible. So, you know, basically some kind of moves like this, and then we come crashing down. So now that we've discussed this, let's look at when the so-called high pivot may take place. Now, to answer this, it would need to be something characteristic of Bitcoin to do, right? It wouldn't be like completely out of the ordinary, but it also wouldn't be identical to what it has previously done. There's a saying that I like, that history doesn't repeat, but it often does rhyme, and this is very true in markets. So to begin answering this question, let's look at the previous cycle. So here was the previous correction before the bullish explosion. And as you can see, it was an inward pattern, or you can call it a triangle. Price compression and then blew up. So what would be a continuation that would rhyme with this but not be this? Well, in my view, it would be an expanding pattern, outward pattern, something like this, which of course lines up with what I've been telling you right now. And of course we are trying to answer the question of time here, so basically you need to see these patterns as either supersets or subsets of other patterns. So, you know, they wouldn't copy paste, but they would have a rhyme, a relationship between the two. In this case, we're looking at the time relationship, which would be like 148 bars for this pattern, would be some subset of this larger pattern, which would place 148 bars. Basically September. We're looking at August, September for a reversal for Bitcoin. So you can see these two patterns basically combining to form this larger pattern. So that's what I see in a nutshell. However, I would like to point out here that we do have an invalidation. So, these are probabilities, things can go both ways, and I would like to mention this scenario where this all-time high move does not happen, and that would be a swift move down to 31k. So this would begin activated bearish sequences, and basically would start fizzling out, as I would call it. And we just won't have enough time by September to make a new all-time high, and this will end up just going lower. This is the alternative scenario, which I give a lower probability of happening due to these these points that I mentioned regarding this area activating a push higher. Now, of course, just like before, when I posted the previous video here, I anticipated a move upward, and I figured there might be a reversal from this area. Well, then my Discord channel I had updated that will be going higher, and this is why I would really recommend that you follow me on those channels like Twitter and Discord, just to be updated of the latest updates, because, well, I don't make videos very often, and you might miss some important things by not doing that. Another thing I'd like to mention is that during this move upwards, altcoins are going to be the most lucrative plays. This is what always happens in cycles. During these top phases, we have a lot of altcoin activities. Another thing you should be aware of is that altcoins are now operating in sectors. So, we have the DeFi sector, we've got gaming sectors, meme coin sectors. You've got all these various kinds of sectors, and the important part to be aware of is that when the meme coin sector starts popping off while Bitcoin is basically stagnant, that's a big red flag that we're going to be reversing soon. Just for you to be aware of. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll keep you updated.